give you the fabulous, the one, the only, first to the stage, Angel! Angel needs more encouragement, please. There you go.
Hi, my name is Angel, and I am a doula, and a mom, and a wife, and a kitty cat owner. So, we were told to dress comfy, but I thought I should wear clothes. I like when the sun shines, so I paint shadows throughout my house. This is my favorite sweater. It's my 50 Shades of Grey sweater. My daughter and I went to the 50 Shades of Grey movie, and this is what I wore. And she is in the movie and she's texting. She says, I'm at 50 Shades of Grey with my ... mom. I take spin class. I've rode so many miles, I should be in California. And my favorite part of spin class are the bike shorts, because they are so padded and bulky that when you take them off after class, you feel like you've already lost 10 pounds in your ass. I have a little 4-year-old. He's one of my great friends. His name is Little Paul. And he was standing in the living room and he had this very strange look on his face. And I said, Little Paul, what are you thinking about? He went, Nationwide is on your side. My son came home from first grade, my son Damon. He was about 7 years old, and his backpack was full. And I said, Damon, what is this? He said, well, my teacher made me clean out my desk. So we're going through the backpack, and I said, Damon, this paper was an invitation for us to come and see the new principal and have coffee. Why didn't you give this to us? He says, because you and Daddy don't drink coffee. Words I dislike, crudité, adieu, and sorry. Why, when somebody passes away, do people say, I'm sorry? Why, did you do it? Something that makes me a little upset, they make suspenders to keep your pants up, but what do they make to keep your bras down? We were laying in bed one morning and I said to my husband, listen to this. Husbands make the best people to share secrets with. They never tell anyone because they're not listening. We get into bed that night and he says, look at this. Husbands are the best people to share secrets with because they never tell anyone because they're not listening. I said, honey, I told you that this morning. I'm a doula. I help women during labor delivery and then I help them afterwards. I've had over 500 children. I also help them afterwards with putting together baby equipment. And we were putting together a stroller, and the stroller had some interesting, instructions. It says, keep fingers out of moving parts, flammable, do not use near open flame, use parking brake when not in use. And then there's some more interesting ones. Things like, remove child before folding. And there's another one, it says, do not use underwater. Who knew? And then the last is my favorite. It says, do not pull behind a moving car. So my daughter Casey, when she was 18 months old, was stuck between the two doors of the house. And my husband saw the doorknob moving. So he opens the door and he said, what happened, Casey? Did you get stuck? She said, yeah, the fucking door wouldn't open. 18 months old. My daughter and I go to the nail salon together, and we walk in, and obviously they say, pick a color. They always say that. Then the woman says to me, You want to wax? I said, no, I'm good. She said, oh, but you're so happy. And then she says to me, your daughter, she's so beautiful. She's so skinny. You're not so skinny. I ran a home daycare for many years, and we were doing a potty training session. A little 3-year-old boy comes out of the bathroom. He's got his pants around his ankles. A little girl goes running over to him. She says, look, he's got a penis. I don't have a penis. My brother has a penis. He's a boy. I don't have a penis because I'm a girl. I have a vulva. So I have some sad news. My husband and I both are, it's kind of sad and good. We're both cancer survivors. I did the boobs, he did the balls. So I did the boobs and he did the balls, and when we're in the backyard, the kids find a ball in the backyard, they hold it up, they go, hey Dad, this one yours? And then my daughter has a seizure disorder. That's also sad. But she's also a very good baker. I keep telling her she should open a bakery and call it Shake and Bake. So before I had cancer and I got this lovely boob job, I had enormous boobs. I mean, really enormous. And so I used to think, well, I could get my nipples pierced and then put a chain up around my neck, and that would hold them up. And then I thought, well, if I go to a nude beach, I'd have to tie them to the tops of my feet so I don't step on them. My daughter came home from school one day. She was about 10 years old. She said, Mom, in health class today, we learned about getting your period. I said, oh, well, tell your doula mama what you learned. And she said, well, you get your period, you bleed. She said, you have to wear pads. And I said, well, you know what, Casey? I said, you're a competitive gymnast. You can't wear pads. You have to wear a tampon. She said, well, what is that? I said, it's a little tiny compact piece of cotton that you put inside and it absorbs everything before it comes out. And she looks at me and she says, do I have to swallow it?